Hello. So I'm currently collecting 2 childhood book series, and today I figured I would show you the smaller of the 2 because already this was annoying. It's gonna be annoying to put back. It was annoying to take down, but I figured I'd do the smaller one first. So today I'm going to show you my Animorphs collection. So I was born in 1997. So I grew up in the early 2000s. My family didn't have a ton of money, and so my primary form of entertainment growing up was books we found at thrift stores, and that meant a whole lot of Animorphs and Goosebumps. I've always also been a horror kid. And when I was little, I actually didn't really like any of the Animorphs books other than the Marco ones. The Marco ones, I read like the first 3, and then once I hit the first Marco book, which is the 3rd book in the series, no, is it the 5th? I don't know. Once I hit the first Marco book, which might actually be the 5th book in the series, but those are the only ones I read. But recently, I guess not recently, within my adult life, I've decided I want to start collecting these. And I have some more that are in the book wall. But as of right now, these are the ones that I have that are on my shelves. So we're just going to talk about them. So first up, I have number 1, the Invasions of Jake book. As you see, the old Animorphs covers are absolutely beautiful. They're so fun, and I love them a lot. Number 2 is The Visitor, which is a Rachel book. We've got in here too the little insert, and as well as that, they do have the morphing on the bottom, which is wonderful. Number 5, The Predator, which is again the first Marco book with his gorilla morph. Number 7, The Stranger, which is another Rachel book and her kind of primary morph, which is the bear. Number 9, The Secret, with Cassie and her primary morph, the wolf. And yes, I do maintain Cassie's books are the worst. And it's because she's so boring. And I thought that as a child, and I still think that as an adult. All right, The Forgotten, which is a Jake book. Jake is a close second for worst books. At this point, my favorite's no longer Marco. It's absolutely Tobias, because who had the right in putting that 11-year-old through that shit? Anyway, number 12 is The Reaction, which is a Rachel book. Number 15, The Escape, which is another Cassie book. Number 17, The Underground, another Rachel book. Number 22, The Solution, another Rachel book. I believe there are like 60 of these total. I don't know. The latest one that I have, the last one I have is number 45. I know I don't have them all, obviously. Number 23, The Pretender, a Tobias book. This one is so sad. Like all Tobias books, it is deeply sad. I also wish I had a copy that did not get scribbled on, but that is kind of the risk when you're buying used children's books, is that they're probably going to be scribbled on. And honestly, other than the scribbles, this is really in very nice condition. All right, number 24, The Suspicion. Which, again, ex-library copy. A lot of these are ex-library copies. That's what happens. 25, The Extreme. And this one, if I find a better copy that does not have this insert missing, I will definitely get it. Because we're missing the polar bear on the inside here. All right, number 26, The Attack, Jake and his tiger morph, which is his big one. 27, The Exposed, which is the wonderful squid cover. Number 28, The Experiment, which is an Axe book. I got most of these, and I'm not gonna lie. I had a college roommate who lived in Fargo, who was a big city in North Dakota, and she was in my town at the time, over 4th of July, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna be in your town over the 4th of July, and this lady in a Facebook marketplace group just posted that she has a whole bunch of Goosebumps and Animorphs books, do you want them? And I was like, hell fucking yes, I do. And that's where I got a lot of these. But I have this one. I have number 29, The Sickness, which is another Cassie book. So much Cassie. People probably want to let go of hers because they're bad. Anyway, number 30, The Reunion, which is the big Marco book, because it is a preteen dealing with the morality of killing his mom, which is a whole lot. Marco had his moments too. Number 33, The Illusion, which was also so hard to read. It's another Tobias book, and it really hits really, really hard. Like it's difficult. It's difficult in a lot of ways. 34 is The Prophecy. 35, The Proposal, which is another one where where Marco is, honestly, Marco and Rachel were our two biggest war criminals. People always say Rachel, but no, Marco was a cold-blooded man. All right, 38, The Arrival, which is where Axe gets a girlfriend. It's very funny. 39, The Hidden, which is another Cassie book. 44, The Unexpected, again, Cassie, every time. 45, The Revelation, this is the ant one, which has some scenes. These books were very intense. I'm gonna get into the Megamorphs. I have a couple of the Megamorphs. I have number 2, which is In the Time of Dinosaurs, where they go back into dinosaur times. And then number 3, which is Elfinger's Secret, which is where I believe it goes back, yes. I believe this is the one where they go back in time. If I'm remembering right, when did I read this? I read this so long ago that I don't have the date in it. Because I have been rereading these. Like, if I get them, I put them in the book wall and I'm rereading them. And honestly, me talking about them is making me want to troll eBay, which is a bad situation. I do also have 2 of the graphic novels. The first one I bought is naturally The Encounter, which is Tobias. But I do like these. I think that they're really a really good opportunity to get kids into the Animorphs books because A, graphic novels are very popular, and B, these are like very obviously kids books. And I do think that the story is something that could really apply more to like upper elementary and stuff like that. And I think with our current obsession with Lexile levels, I'm not getting into it. But I am very happy about the graphic novels. I also have number 4, which is The Message. And I just... they're so good. They're so good. But yeah, those are all my Animorphs books. Although not really, because I do, like I said, have some in the book wall. The book wall has honestly exploded to such a huge thing at this point. It's really difficult to deal with. Just kind of handle. But I do have more Animorphs in there. Somewhere. Honestly, sometimes the book wall collapses. I'm like, holy shit, I got this book. I know I have a lot of Animorphs in there. So my collection is not really super complete. I do look for a Goosebumps one at some point, because that is the other series that I am collecting, and I have more of those. I have so many Goosebumps. Because there are more of them total, and I've been collecting them longer. I've been collecting those since I was, I think, in high school. I started, like, I scrounged up all the old ones that I had in, like, the original covers, and then I started looking at, like, thrift stores and stuff. But yeah, that is that. I'll talk to you later, and goodbye.